Here is the new rig in action. Hold on, I gotta pull the trigger. Oh, it did cycle. Ha ha! Alright, now I know it's probably dangerous for me to be doing this and holding my damn $500 phone at the same time, but I'm so fucking excited about my new rig. Woo! Just gotta show you. Look at that. First I wasn't sure if the unloader was working. It takes a while to cycle. And I'm trying to see now how far it spikes when it cycles, because that's what's important. Got the meter going right there. That took a lot longer to cycle than what I think it should, and there's a big temperature, a big pressure spike. It shouldn't be any more than 500 psi when it cycles like that. So I might still need a little bit more minor adjustment. All right, let's go ahead and shut this off for a second, and I'll run through this with you guys. We'll go over it. Now, it's supposed to, with these engines, run it down low. And, well, it's hard to videotape and undo your old ass quick connect at the same time. Anyway, as I'm doing right now, letting the water flow through it and letting it idle for about a minute rather than just shutting it off right away and having that drastic temperature drop. Now, granted, right now I only ran it for 10 minutes, but you know, out of the job, if you're running it for 4 or 5 or 6 hours a day and stuff, it's always good to run the idle down for about a minute and let the temperature gradually come down rather than really, really fast. So, all right. So anyways, So far as it seems, when I use my gun with a proper 6 gallon a minute tip that should be on there, I'm getting 3,500 PSI, no problem. But when I hook up the surface cleaner, and it has 2 3 gallon a minute tips, I'm only running 2,600 PSI. So that tells me that my unloader probably wasn't even the problem to begin with. It was probably just the tips in the fucking surface cleaner. And that's as simple as going to seeing the Yahoos over at K&T, because they're the closest place, and getting some new tips. Actually, that might not even be the case. I might be able to go down the street to the hydraulic supply store place and get the tips there. Anyways, this is it. This is the new baby. I put the filter on there, the inlet filter that I've had sitting in my toolbox for about 4 years. That's a 4-year-old brand new inlet filter. I got the Pulsar 2 unloader that John from John's Custom Machines let me take with me yesterday so we could see if the unloader was a problem. I really don't think that my unloader was, but this one's nice and new and shiny looking and adjustable and working well. So, and the temperature, the pressure didn't go back down when I cranked it down all the way. So, I don't know, maybe it was the unloader on the old rig. So, we're going to stick with that one, add that onto the bill. It's getting close to exceeding $2,000. But, you know, hey, you get what you pay for. And speaking of which, there's the new battery right there. It's a deep cell, 800 cranking amps or something like that, like 780, 760, whatever. As I said before, we got the toolbox up front now, and there's my wonderful fucking ladder hitting me in the head. That's going to be the next project there, is finding a way to raise that up higher, because I'm really sick and tired of hitting my head on that fucking ladder. So, anyways, back to the rig, and enough about my Cabeza. We got the brand new muffler, Kohler muffler, with the side exhaust, of course, because if I'm not using the surface cleaner and it's sitting up top, I don't want to fry it with, you know, the exhaust. So luckily, the first muffler that John gave me didn't fit, so we ended up getting this one, and it worked way better. I got the brand new cables for the battery. I got brand new belts. We actually had to go up in size like a half an inch. My other belts, my Kevlar belts, were a half an inch too small, of course. So let's go ahead and shut this water off, because I don't want to be wasteful. Got the engine all mounted up to the pre-existing frame. As you can see here, we had to do a lot of modification. That bar right across there, we had to put that in because after we got the holes lined up for the rig to go on, for the engine to go on, it looked like Swiss cheese down there. So, oh, there, a little light came on, so maybe I can give you a better idea. Let's turn that off because I'm going to kill my battery. Anyways, another cool thing is the old aluminum gas can I got in there is really obsolete. It's unnecessary. It's just as simple as having my 5-gallon gas can, which is a pain in the ass because of this piece of shit right here, is just ridiculous. And you know, I always had to fill up the tank on the top of the Honda, the GX390. Well, with this here, you just take the hose, you stick it down in there, it's already got its own filter, bada boom, bada bing, you're in business. So, right along with that is the brand new deck, of course, that we laid down. Over here across the street, my buddy Luke works for Mike's Auto Body, a really good auto body shop if you guys ever need anything done. Luke across the street, my good buddy and friend, is going to help me grind down the bars on the trailer probably tonight or tomorrow night. And we're going to primer it all up. We're going to do the fenders and everything. We're going to get this looking tip-top shape. And hopefully what will happen here last but not least in the near future is I'll get hose reels to put right here on the bed, because I've made all this room, and that way I can have my hoses down low and I can have advertisements across the top sides, and that'll be looking like a pro rig as much as
my tiny little trailer could look like a pro rig, because it's definitely seeing better days now than what it has in the past. Got a real serious facelift here, and hopefully it's going to do a little bit of a facelift for my financial situation as well, which really isn't that bad. I just would like to be making more money with pressure washing than all the other stuff that I do. So this is going to be really helpful. Anyways, hope all you guys on YouTube and Facebook like my video. For those in the pressure washing industry, I hope that you can appreciate a little guy like me trying to come up in the business with a little bit more professional equipment. Been doing it for about 12, 15 years now, so it's about time to be getting up with the big boys with the electric start and the brand new engine and the blah 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 blah. So anyways, questions, comments, anything, feel free to leave them, and I will holler at you. Peace.